Are you tired of shaving all the time? Do you want like better ways to get rid of hair, easier ways to get rid of hair? Well, let's talk body hair and the removal of said body hair. Don't we like all wish to like go into an incinerator for like 1 second and it only burns off the body hair but leaves the head hair there and of course like your eyebrows and stuff like that. But everything else gone? Yeah, sadly that is not exactly how it can work. And you might also ask yourself, Shy, didn't you only sleep 4 hours? And Shy, didn't you after that work for 10 hours? And Shy, shouldn't you be sleeping right now? And yes, chat. Yes, person, I should be sleeping right now. But I wanted to record this video and quickly talk about body hair. And again, this is like mainly gonna be like for the girlies out there, because I don't know the other perspective. So I was in the very fortunate situation where I talked about this multiple times. I never really had a male puberty because of like genetics. Well, not really genetics, like genetic failure basically. But so I never really had like a full-on beard growth, right? But I still have hair in some places where I want it gone, right? And even though first off, before we talk about shaving, let me say, women have facial hair. Women have like peach fuzz on their face. Women have hair on their arms. And women have hairs on their legs. Literally, women have hair everywhere, right? So it's okay if you have hair, but it's also okay if you want to get rid of the hair. So that's what we're gonna talk about, right? So I realized this, like basically, even my sister has like more hairs on her arm than me, and like many of my co-workers as well. And I even have like some co-workers who have a little bit of like chin hair and they don't like remove it every single day. And they're not forced to do it if it doesn't bother them. Like, why would they, right? So how can you do it? I mean, there's obviously multiple ways, right? There's the good old razor, and there's like multiple razors that are recommended. If you are literally just starting out, I would probably just get these like 1 or 2 time use razors with a single blade and to try your first little few things, right? Try to take a little like arm hair off or whatever. See if you even like it, right? See if you like the feeling of like being shaved. But do be careful because obviously you can cut yourself. There's also some like actual, I don't know the English term for it. There's like one knife blades basically, which are literally just like blades, and you have to be very careful. They're like almost like a scalpel, and you remove the hair off that. Never used one of them myself, but they exist. Then there's like the typical razors that you can buy, non-electric ones. And I do have one that is marketed for ladies, so I did get it. It has like 3 little blades in there, and you can use it like a few times before you have to exchange the blades. And I mostly use that like maybe once a week on my face to get like some of the like hairs like above the lip away, and like they're not even that noticeable, but I noticed them and I want them gone. Okay, so that's one thing. Then of course, if you have more hair, the shaving might take longer. You might need to do it more frequently. Again, like with everything really, it has to do with genetics, has to do with your ethnicity. Like if you're from specific parts of the world, it can be more likely that you have different hair growth, more hair growth in different places and stuff like that, right? So that is happening. Then of course there's the thing about waxing. You probably heard of it, even if you've never done it. It's like an easy but painful way to remove a lot of hairs at once from like, I think it's mostly used on like arms and like legs and like bigger places. I don't know if if there is like facial waxing. Probably is. I've just never encountered that myself. There are some other ways like electrical razors that you can use. And most of them are like so safe nowadays, you can basically not hurt yourself with it anymore, right? And I'm gonna try to put one of the razors I'm using into the link, in the box down below. There's gonna be an affiliate link for Amazon, just be aware, right? I'm not sure if I will find it, because obviously I got mine from German Amazon and the links are like from USA Amazon or whatever. But I will try if I can find the exact one. And that one I actually quite like. I've used it on my arms, on my legs, and you know, since we had the freaky videos recently, in some other places we don't mention as well, right? And it's not painful, you still have to be careful and remove hairs, and it works and it's cool, right? So that's good, right? That one I did quite enjoy. Then there's like longer term hair removal. Now I'm just gonna talk about like epilators for at home. They exist. What do epilators do? Epilators basically pluck out hairs by themselves. That means the hair is not just cut, it is like yoinked out, which means it takes like way longer to grow back. But the problem is it still grows back at some point because you just like yoinked out the hair. Like the whole like hair factory is still in your skin. What's the word? The hair seed? That sounds wrong. What's it called? I don't know, dude. I don't know. The thing that grows your hair is like still inside, right? Basically in your skin. Now let's talk about two of the main use methods to permanently, and I actually mean permanently, get rid of body hair, which you can basically do everywhere on your body. The more easier one is lasering, right? The problem with lasering is that not everybody can do laser. Who can do laser? If your hair on your body is like visible to the naked eye, like it doesn't blend in with your skin color, then you can basically do laser because that's like how the hair gets identified and do it. I can sadly not because I am white as shit. I'm white as a banshee. I'm basically as white or more white than my avatar. And so the arm hairs, for example, you can barely see them. They're like freaking translucent. So laser was never an option for me. Like it doesn't work on like that kind of combination, right? Which is like kind of sucky. Also, laser can be expensive and you will need like multiple sessions, so it will take months probably. Why will it take months? Because laser basically is only like killing the like hair pores of the currently growing hairs. And if you don't know how like hair growth works, they go like in like cycles, right? You have like one group of hairs basically in the same spot that grows like over like 2 or 3 weeks. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, the next group starts. And you basically have to like kill these groups whenever they start growing, which is why like lasering and stuff like that, you need to go over like the same surface multiple times, which is why the whole process, especially if you want to do like full body, for example, takes a long time. And most of the time, sadly, it's expensive as well. In some parts of the world, you can get it paid for. I know some people in Germany get like some amount of paid for by their insurances. Now, if you cannot do laser, there's another thing called electrolysis or something, and we are going to go to the Wikipedia article of both in a second. That one works, I'm pretty sure, for most people. The problem is, this one is painful as fuck. Trust me, because I tried. What is electrolysis? So basically, a tiny, thin as fuck needle is getting inserted into every single pore in your skin where you want your hair removed. And the like hair follicle is burned down to a crisp, to ashes. And that is obviously very irritating on your skin. It hurts. Most of the time you also take like painkillers before the thing even happens. And like the very bad thing that can happen to some people, which is why I'm saying not quite everybody can do electrolysis, which is why I stopped. I had like one session and one session only. And they told me that the like healing process of like the burns and stuff like that can take like 10 to 14 days. In some cases, like 21 days. Let me tell you, the healing process for me took over 3 or 4 months. And I had to use like various like salves and stuff on my skin for it to get like better. Thankfully, it was like only a tiny space. And now you can almost not see it anymore. But like it left like some kind of scars that almost look like acne scars, right? I never had acne. I never had acne scars. But now it looks like I did at one spot, right? Because my skin is apparently, I didn't know this before, so sensitive that like these like burns never really healed correctly. And that kind of fucked that little space up. So that's a no-go for me. So I'm just living with the fact now that like once a week, I just take my little razor and go like, pop, 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 and it's gone, right? And of course, my favorite tool that I have with me everywhere I go is a little like pincer. Is it the English word, like a little pincer for like a little to grab the hairs out? Because, you know, sometimes you have like this 1 or 2 hairs somewhere on your face that just like appear out of nowhere, like a freaking witch put them there. So you just like pinch the finger, it's gone, right? And it's gone. So before we end the video, let's actually go to the page of the thingies I want to show you. So first off, we are at the Wikipedia page for laser hair removal, and I'm gonna put those into the thingies as well. So basically with laser hair removal, like it's literally like getting lasered off and it's happening, and pretty sure this existed for like a long time, like look at that, like over 30 years almost. And this is like, you can see here how it's like happening. It's like getting like lasered off, it's getting like grabbed off, and it's like, it's pretty good. And then Electrolysis, which is what we're gonna look at now, is like this thing. And I believe it's like even older, like the one of the methods was used in 1875. Let's see if they do have some pictures here. Like they have like the blend method where they combine like this one and this one together. So there's no exact pictures, but like you have to imagine, or maybe don't, that like a tiny needle is getting inserted into every single hair pore, and like then like electrical current is being sent there to like burn the hair follicle down to a crisp, and it dies off and it can never regrow, which is what you want, right? But obviously that can be painful and also takes a shitload of time and a shitload of money most of the time. So really, yeah, those are the ways you can deal with hair. And of course, if you want like more like shaving tips, you probably have to go to some like other people for like shaving products by itself, like what like shaving cream or whatever, or like what razors you should use besides the one that I'm gonna link below. Because sadly, I don't know, since I never had to deal with like a full beard or whatever, so I wish I could like give more tips on that, but I can't. So maybe just do it and go to these people. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna go bye now. Bye.